Welcome back to another first grade best practice video. I am Nicole Ward. In this video, we will share what one could see and hear when they visit mathematics classrooms. What do you notice and wonder about this clip? Did you notice there were colored pencils on the table? Are you wondering how many party supplies they have? Or maybe you were wondering how this connects to the math we're about to discuss. These are the things we hope the students will think about and explore when they start this first grade unit on adding and subtracting with 100. This activity can be found under the engaging hook on STEMscopes. This first grade unit of study will encompass the following key learning goals. Adding a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number with sums to 100 by using manipulatives, number lines, drawings, or models. Combining ones and tens and composing new tens from ones. Subtracting a 1-digit number from a 2-digit number using manipulatives, number lines, drawings, or models. And finally, decomposing tens and regrouping ones when subtracting. These goals can also be found on the STEMscopes parent letter. What should we see happening in the classroom to help students achieve these goals? Here we see snippets from some of the STEMscopes explorers. Notice in all of these examples, students are not only modeling with concrete models as they add and subtract, but they're also recording their thinking using a place value chart. You will also see them using a number line and recording their thinking and pictorial models on a sheet. This is a way for students to record their thinking. We will see students using stacking cubes to add and compose a set of 10. This is all part of the concrete representational and abstract approach, otherwise known as a CRA approach. With CRA, we want to show the connection between each models. Teachers will select different students' models and strategies and discuss the comparison between them. You will notice a mini copy of the Mathematical Thinking and Reasoning Standards poster in the right-hand corner. This is to notice the MTRs is a way for students to demonstrate their understanding of mathematics. These explorations by students in the classroom could demonstrate MTRs 1, 2, 5, and 7. The types of questions we ask students will determine the types of conversations we will hear in our classroom. The following are some examples of math chat questions you can find in STEMscopes. Notice that most of these questions are open-ended and will help us elicit thinking and explanation from our students. The conversations elicited from these questions can demonstrate MTRs 1, 4, and 6. As our students engage in exploration and discuss their learning, we should hear mathematical vocabulary not only from the students, but also the teacher. Here's a list of possible vocabulary terms that we could hear while students are working in this adding and subtracting unit. We would want to hear students referring to the answer of an addition problem using the word sum and difference when referring to a subtraction problem. We would want to hear them explain how they compose their ones to regroup and make a 10. This vocabulary list can be found on the STEMscopes parent letter. Throughout the unit of study, we should see multiple opportunities for students to demonstrate their knowledge and understanding. This could include students using connecting cubes and models to add and subtract numbers, or a number line to solve and write a number sentence that matches. They could do this in their student journal and exit tickets during the Explore, as well as the Show What You Know task as a follow-up. Students could also use fluency builder games to process and elaborate on their thinking and content knowledge, such as the Go Fish matching game. A skills quiz can be used to check for understanding after teaching the Explorers. These activities also provide the teacher with formal assessments to gauge their learning throughout the unit. These activities all demonstrate MTRs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. All of these can be found in STEMscopes under the Explore, Explain, Elaborate, and Evaluate sections. As we visit classrooms, we may want to ask students questions to better gauge their understanding of the current content. Here we see a couple of different questions we could ask to get a better understanding of their knowledge with adding and subtracting numbers within 100. such as having them explain how the model helped them solve, describing a strategy they used, or even having them show you how they used the number line to get their answer. Recall that you can access additional questions to ask students on our SmathSmarts.com website. Student explanations could demonstrate MTRs 4, 5, and 6. Students can continue their learning at home and would likely want to bring home an engaging activity. These activities are taken directly from the bottom of the STEMscopes parent letter. Students would work with a parent or sibling to count sets of things. These opportunities could be while grocery shopping, helping setting up the table, or even cleaning up toys. After students counted, they would write down an equation to represent what they counted. So for example, students could count the apples and oranges at the grocery store and then add to find the total number of fruit they see. Even though this isn't in the classroom, it is a great demonstration of adding and subtracting within 100 and is hitting MTRs 3 and 7. By showing your students different strategies they can use to add and subtract using models, quick picks, and number sentences, you will give them the opportunity to create connections and increase their understanding of this concept. Hopefully, with the help of these best practices, you and your students will feel like this at the end of the unit. We will see you soon for the next best practice video.